praying us in this morning, and I'm going to use my favorite prayer. And I didn't write this, but I wish I had. It's one of those kind of prayers. First of all, let's close our eyes and center ourselves. You missed the meditation. The questions were, am I going to the right place on Sunday morning? And I believe we're here. God brings us everywhere we're going. It's inside. We know where to go. We follow our instinct. And with this, we get the best life we could have. And so here's the prayer that I love, love, love. Help me to see what I already have. Help me to know what is already true. Help me to receive what is already present. And so I'm going to say that again so that we can take it in. Help me to see what I already have. Help me to know what is already true. Help me to receive what is already present. And so it is.
Good morning. Everybody warm today? Welcome home. I'm going to ask you all to repeat after me. If you're watching us virtually, please type this in the comments, and you can adjust your own thermostat at home. Look around at your neighbors and repeat after me. Good morning. And I love you this morning. And I sure do appreciate your being here. Appreciate your being here. Lovely smiling faces today. To our virtual family, please know we're saying that to you as well. Help us to grow this loving community by liking, commenting, and sharing. And please subscribe to our pages. And now we're going to do our affirmations. Join me in reading these together. I now release all energies of lack and limitation. I am immersed in the presence of divine love. I allow God to flow through me, releasing the past, embracing the moment. I express peace, prosperity, and joy in all areas of my life. So it is. Breathe in that. Unity principles. Please join me in affirming Unity's 5 foundational principles. 1. There is only one ultimate power in the universe. That power is God, and its nature is absolute, unchanging good. Human beings were created from absolute good, and so our inherent nature is also good. We call the inherent goodness of human beings the Christ. Our thoughts are our creative power. Whatever we persistently focus on, our thoughts and feelings upon manifest in our lives. Prayer and meditation are essential elements of the spiritual life because they focus our thoughts on our oneness with God and all creation. It is not enough to know the truth. We must put that truth into action in our lives. We must live the truth we know. So it is. With Nick, call the worship song.
stand up. I, the Lord of land and sea, I have let my people be free to join in harmony their world to mend. I who made the stars so bright, guide my people through the night, and to share my light with them, whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, where you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. I, the Lord of sky above, I will send my peace and love as my people learn to see the Christ in all. When my people hear my call, then my peace will live in all. Who will share my love with them? Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, where you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. I will hold your people in my heart.
All right, now it's time to pass the peace. So if you want to greet each other, you can hug, shake hands, whatever it is you would like to do.
It seems the world is closing in on you. It's time to move, but you don't know where to go. You're in a panic and you can't let it show. Don't call your neighbor, your answer isn't there. Don't look to family, they have their own despair. There is a place to go where someone will care. Take your burdens to the Lord in prayer. You can always go to God and pray. Be assured that He will meet you there. You don't have a thing to worry about. God can handle it without a doubt. Jesus will meet you there. You walk the floor at night and wonder what to do, and wonder why trouble always follows you. Friends disappoint you after giving you their word. Reasons they give you are the biggest lies you've heard. I know just why to find the answer you seek. A conversation where you need not even speak. Still yourself and turn to one who really cares. Take your burdens to the Lord in prayer. If you're sick, the Lord will make you well. You can trust Him, He won't listen and test. Jesus Christ is just a friend you need. In Him you have the power to succeed. Jesus will meet you there. some power to you. Your mind needs straightening out, you're totally confused. You need to know how much the Savior really cares. You need to know your burdens he will gladly bear. Turn within, that's where he waits for you. He knows when and where and what to do. He'll solve your problems and heal your despair. Just take your burdens to the Lord in prayer. Trust in the Savior, he'll set you free. To be all that you were meant to be. If you trust in him, you will see. He gives back more abundantly. Jesus will meet you there. Work it out. He will work it out. He's never stopped to work it out. Yes, he will. He work it out. Work it out. Work it out. So you say, work it out. Jesus knows how to work it out. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Work it out. Work it out. He will work it out. He did for me. He worked it out. Every day for me. He works it out. Hey, Jesus will work it out. Jesus will work it out. He will work it. Yes, he will work it. He will work it out. He'll meet you there.
Anita, time for the prayer chaplain.
Doesn't it feel good to get a hug from people? That's one of the best parts of this service. So, we're going to be talking about, I think the topic is metamorphosis, and it is the physical change from caterpillar to a butterfly serves as a metaphor for physical transformation, spiritual transformation. It represents how an individual, after hatching into a new life, can undergo a profound change to become something new and beautiful. So, I am the prayer chaplain today, and no matter what you're going through, the prayer chaplain team wants to pray with you. We go back there in that room, and that whole area is like a big open space, and it's very private. If anybody wants to pray with me, I'll pray with you. To be included on the prayer list, you can fill out a form and put it in the prayer box before or after the service, or you can click on the prayer request button on our website. Prayer works, so let's do it now together. I invite you to think of someone or something that you'd like to send some love to as we pray together. And the names on the prayer list: Harold and Beth Ashworth, Alonzo Kennedy, Ken White. Together, let us affirm these loved ones are whole, perfect, and complete. We are standing with them knowing that God is already actively working in partnership with each person to grow through the appearance of challenges. Wherever we are, God is, and together all is well. Now for a little meditation. Earlier I asked questions about how you're living your life and if you believe that that's taking you where you need to be. So let's think about it. Am I surrounding myself with people who are on the same path as me? Spiritual growth is their mission. Am I thinking thoughts that lead me to a higher path? am I remembering that at every second and with every breath, God is me and I am God in the silence. And if you'll bring your awareness back into this space, we give thanks for God. We give thanks for everything for which we are provided. We give thanks for each other. And we give thanks for this wonderful place in which we meet. And so it is.
And so it is. Today, we have our guest minister and our musician is the same person, and we are grateful.
Thank you.
A woman of many talents. Tanya Ross is a singer, a songwriter, a musician, and a vocal instructor. She's a native of Winston-Salem. Her influences in music have been inspired by gospel, jazz, and soul. It's been over 29,
Yes.
I got it right, years. She has been performing on stages all around the U.S. Tanya's future continues to shine bright. In fact, she's going to shine bright here today. I just know it. She often says, I just want to spread love, healing, and hope through music. Tanya thanks the Creator for blessing her with such unique gifts in music. And now I present Tanya.
All right. These words are simple, but I want you to just feel the energy and feel the flow. And later on, I might ask you to sing with me. I am strength. 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 I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I peace. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. I am. 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 I am one with the source. I am one. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am. Say it with me. Come on. I am. I am. I am. You're a source. Come on. I am. You are healed. I am. You are love. I am. You're peace. I am. I am light. Oh, come on now. Come on. Say it with me. Come on, Anita. You can get on this mic with me, honey. Come on. Give her the mic. I am light. I am light. Let that sink in. I am light. I am light. One more time. I am. 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 I am.
Woo!
I'm still there.
Woo! I have no idea where I am. Good job. Woo! I am. Beautiful. Do we have the youth here? Blah, 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 blah. The youth? If you'll go to the go to the if you'll just we will bless you. If you'll just raise your hands, we will bless them. We love you. We bless you.
We bless you.
We appreciate you. We behold the Christ within.
you.
Thank you. Have a good class. Whew, are you breathing yet?
I'm there.
You ready? Okay.
Nothing like light, right? I'm still in that vibration, still on a high right now. I am. Yeah, y'all take that home because I'm taking that home with me. That's been speaking to me all week. And it's so simple, but yet powerful. Because again, the I amness is a source that is within you, that's within me, that makes everything and all things great. So first, I'd like us to center ourselves, and I notice everybody has been in the theme. Every time I speak here, I tell you, everybody who's on the program before, I think telepathically we've been talking to each other. And so I wanted to start with breathing, All right, so we're going to just center ourselves. We're going to do 3 breaths to bring all of us in alignment with the higher source so the source can begin to fuel down to each one of us the inspiration. And the thing is, everybody's not going to get the same thing out of this message. We all are going to go away with something different. But the point is that the source energy will speak to each one of us individually about what is needed for our lives. So I'm going to count to 1, 2, 3. We're going to breathe in, then we're going to exhale. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Now release. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Now release. Now with this last breath, I'm going to tell you to hold it, and I'm going to speak a couple things. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Hold it. Universe, we are looking for you to fuel down everything that each individual needs in this building on today, and we thank you that it's already done. Release. Yes. So we are now in alignment. Allow everything, that energy, that spirit that was just coming as we were singing in unison together, I am, let it sink in your heart and your soul. Today's lesson is the darkness in the cocoon. And I'm going to break this down from the butterfly, the cycles of the butterfly. But I'm going to really talk about the cocoon. Because in that darkness, a lot of times we don't want to talk about that darkness. But in that darkness is the light that unfolds everything that's in your life. So let's start with there are 4 stages. First, I'm going to tell you those 4 stages. There's the egg, the caterpillar or the larva, the pupa, and then the adult butterfly. Now, when I really looked at some things and broke this down, it was interesting, and I was like, wow, that's powerful, because I don't think a lot of times we actually look at what happens in the process, right? So the egg is born with the building blocks called imaginal disc, which are seeds that will form at different times to form different parts of the butterfly during metamorphosis. Now, what's interesting about the egg is it's already born with what it needs. Everything in the egg allows the wings to be born later, okay? It allows the head to be born later. It allows the antennas to be born later. So if we look at this from the human perspective, everything we need and are, we were already born with. You hear me? Everything that is you, which is the greatness of you, has already been implanted in your DNA. It has been engraved inside of you. Okay, so even as we break this down about the egg, I want you to also understand that the egg, before it's born, it's already tuned in. Now, we are spiritual beings having a human incarnation, right? So sometimes in this human incarnation, we kind of forget that everything has already been placed inside of us. So then we must remind ourselves as humans to realign. So in order for you to remember the greatness that you are, as the egg, when you were in your mother's belly, in the womb, you were getting all the nutrients you needed. You already were getting the greatness that you are. So in order for you to remind yourself when you kind of forget on this human incarnation, you must align yourself back to the source. Now, you have an inner GPS in your system. God force GPS that if you will tune in, you will hear exactly what you need for your life, when you need it, how you need it, at the time that you need it. So in order for us to align our energy back to higher consciousness, then we have to pray, meditate, breathe, whatever way it is to get you where you need to be. You need to reconnect so that you can be in full clarity. Again, the egg. You were born with it. You are it. You are the greatness. There's really no greatness to seek because you are already that. There is no greatness to even say, oh, I wish I could be. Wish what? You were born with it. You are an extension of the source energy expressing itself through you in human form. Okay? So let's get this right. You're the egg. You were already the egg. The information you need to elevate is already there. Okay, then we go to the second stage, the caterpillar, the larva. Now, it comes out like a little egg. Looks like a little egg, and it has these little tiny eyes. But this is the thing about the caterpillar. At this stage of the caterpillar, its purpose is one thing, y'all, to eat. Eat, 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 and grow. Its purpose is to get fat and evolve. Now, this stage is about getting all the nutrition needed to survive the darkness that's coming. See, it is just in that purpose at that time, getting the information at that time that it needs for the elevation that's coming, okay? It's just moving. Why? Because it's already been born with I have a deeper purpose in my life that is later on, that is going to bring a different greatness, that is going to transform my life from this little worm into something that is greater than what it was. So in the caterpillar stage, it's eating. Now, what's interesting about this, it eats milkweed leaves, which are poisonous, but not deadly. They have a bad taste, but to the caterpillar, it tastes great, and it does no harm to it. Now, because they consume, I want you to follow me here. This was really powerful to me. Because they consume the milkweed leaf, they taste bad to predators, which keeps them protected from being eaten by most prey. Okay? This reminds me of how when we are a place of learning and evolving on our soul journey. See, we are caterpillars too. So at different times of our lives, we are evolving from what we were into something else, but like we're taking knowledge in. We're taking knowledge in from maybe people that we resonate with, that on our soul journeys, they talk to us. We're taking knowledge from books that we read. We take knowledge from whomever is in front of us who is speaking. And we also are constantly taking inner knowledge from within ourselves when we're tuned in, because there are certain things that no man, no book can tell you. Why? Because when you're tuned in, you get a feeling of a download that comes from the cosmos, that comes from the heavens, that you are, and it begins to not really, a lot of times we say we are learning, definitely, but we're really remembering. See, to awaken is to remember. You're not seeking awakening. You are remembering what you've been. Remember that. You're remembering what you've been. Okay, so as we're going through this, it reminds me that we're learning like the caterpillar. Okay, it is that time when we are elevating in higher consciousness, and we're thinking on a different level, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, through knowledge. People that are on our paths are hitting us in different directions and telling us these things, and we're just absorbing the energy that resonates within us. Right? From the source that's within. During this time, we are recognizing the I am that we are unified with. That is that loving presence. That is the all and the everything. And then to know not only in this caterpillar stage are we evolving and we are seeing who we are, we are awakening to who we are then protected at the same time. Because when I think about the caterpillar eating, everything has been designed by the source to help you to elevate and be protected on your journey. So even though the caterpillar is eating, it is not eating in like just to eat. You see, everything is with purpose. So the caterpillar is eating to prepare itself again to go to the cocoon. Okay, the egg was born already knowing the information to prepare itself to go through the building blocks that were given in the cocoon. So now, even as we are approaching a dark place that we don't even know we're approaching it sometimes, you see what I'm saying? But even though that's coming, not only does the source allow us to get this knowledge to preserve us in the cocoon, the source says, and I will protect you too. So I'm protecting you along your journey. So when you're walking here and then other people are trying to distract you and pull you back, the source is protecting you. And the source is saying, no, you can't mess with this one. They're in another space right now. So you have to leave them alone. So then when those darts come and start hitting you, people, you get a protected layer over you that then begins to say, no, I can be sweet to you because I'm in another space. And that is the protection of God, because God has placed in you a place of patience to understand that those people have not evolved to understand that you're going to another level. And it's no shade to them. It's just I'm evolving because I'm preparing myself what? For the cocoon. The cocoon is over here. The cocoon is dark. I'm preparing myself to a place that I don't even know that I'm even preparing myself for. Right? So then when we leave that, we go into the pupa stage. Now the pupa, I thought this stage was the caterpillar entering a cocoon. However, this stage is when the caterpillar really casts off its skin into the chrysalis, which is its own body that protects it during the process of metamorphosis. It does not eat at all in the pupa stage. It survives from all the food consumed as the caterpillar. So, again, preparing for not the cocoon, the chrysalis. Because this was deep to me, because I was like, they always taught us in school it was a cocoon. But then when I read and I was reading, I said, wow, this is actually your own body. So in other words, the source energy is preparing you to die to your old self, to emerge in a new self, awaken in a new self. You must first die of the old. See, listen, the caterpillar that is in the pupa has to die to its old self. What is dying to our old selves? We die to the things that we used to do. We die to the familiarity of people. We die to the things that used to keep us off track. Because we have to then go in the pupa, and not only do we transform the body that we were in, we also, there's a liquid that comes out. The liquid disintegrates. Listen at this. It disintegrates the caterpillar, only leaving a breathing tube that it has. So the old body has been ripped away. But this is always the thing that's tripping me out. The chrysalis is that body. In other words, you haven't changed, meaning the awakeness, the God force that is in you has gone nowhere. It's just being transformed to a new elevation that is about to break through. Do you understand? So in other words, I must die to my old self in order for me to transform or awaken to the greatness that I already am. During this stage, it literally must die to an old version of itself to live later as a new creation. It dissolves the old in the darkness, but in the darkness is the unfolding of the light that fuels the transformation. The light is in the chrysalis is knowing it was born as the egg that had everything in the building blocks that it needed to form the body, to form the head, to form the antennas. What are the antennas on us? It is our third eye. It is opening to your intuition. It was forming the intuition in the pupa. It was forming the wings in the pupa so that at a time you can know when it's time to fly. Everything that is happening in the darkness is the light that is fueling your transformation to another level. Do not despise the darkness that is in your life. Do not despise the financial things that you are going through. Do not despise the healing that you need, because in the darkness is where the healing comes. In the darkness is where you are reminded that you are source energy, and you can speak to your body and you can tell your body you are healed, because there is nothing to heal when you know you're all well-being. When you understand the abundance that you are, the finances are already there. Do you hear what I say? It matters not what is in your bank account. It matters what is in here, that you realize your abundance, your nature is already abundant. It's not about getting the money. It's about aligning to what you are. You're already abundant. See, we get it wrong. It's not right now. I love to use me as an example. Right now, I'm dealing with what they say. They say. Because I don't go by what they say. I go about what they say in the cocoon that source told me that I'm going into the cocoon for transformation. Right now, they say something's wrong with my eye on the left side. That's what they say. They say that it is taking the shape of a mountain. And what I say is they don't tell me how I speak to my body. They don't tell me that my body can't heal itself. Why? Because I am connected with a source that already told me I am all well-being no matter what my physical body is going through. My physical body does not dictate what my spiritual beingness is telling me here. I am healed. So when you know you need healing in your life, don't you allow that's happening on the outside of you. Remember, you're a what? Spiritual being having a what? Human incarnation. So the human experience, what is that? The human experience means, well, I got to learn lessons down here. I'm trying to figure out. And the source is saying, what are you trying to figure out? As soon as you align your energy with the health that you are, then your health will change. As soon as you align yourself with the money that you are, then your finances will change. As soon as you align yourself with that your marriage is good and you and your girlfriend and your boyfriend are doing great, it will change. See, we have to understand the power that we have. Now, going back into the cocoon, because the cocoon is telling you, it told you from the beginning. See, you didn't have to really go into the darkness, but yet you did. Because sometimes you got to go in the darkness to remember. Sometimes and let me tell you what else the cocoon does. Not only does the cocoon teach you things, but the cocoon does something, or the chrysalis does something too, that we don't always like. It isolates us. My buddies are over there. I'm used to hanging with them. Gosh, tell you, this source in the darkness is telling me that as much as I like to have a good time, I got to take a break. I might need to drop them. Not because they're bad people, because they're not in alignment with me. You see? Everything is not about people being bad. It's not about people being bad, because we're all evolving at a different time, at a different state in our soul journeys. We have each a soul journey. But guess what? Everybody is not aligned with you in the resonance of you at the time that you need to be in the cocoon. And sometimes when you go in the cocoon, as much as it hurts and you may cry, loneliness you might have to experience being alone. I've been alone for the past year. Not doing the same things I used to do unless I'm gigging at home. And I said, God, I'm okay with aloneness because I love myself and I enjoy my company. I do. I really do. But I was like, okay, it feels alone. And I cried one day. I said, God, and God said, that's what you used to be. I removed those people out of your life for a reason. Because they're not in alignment with you.
It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt to be in the cocoon. But when you realize that the unfolding of the light in the cocoon is taking you to another level and it's going to set you up for the elevation that you should be, and that when you come out of the cocoon, then all the people that are resonating with you, that are being with you, that understand when you're talking love and light, that understand the consciousness that you're in, that understand when you say, yeah, I know that's what the doctor said, but I believe in a source. And the source is greater than the doctor because the source made the doctor. The source made the doctor. So who do I consult? Yes, I'll go to the doctor. Let me get the diagnosis. That's the diagnosis? Okay. Now let me go in my meditation and in my prayer. Oh, source energy. I don't know how in my human perspective that you are going to work things out. But I know that I come from abundance and healing, and I come from a place that you can dictate everything in this human incarnation that I'm having. So I'm aligning with you, and I'm going to take right now what the doctors give me, but I am believing that the miracle already is because it is. So I'm already believing no matter what they say about my heart, no matter what they're telling me that I won't get the loan for my next business, no matter what they're telling me that this can't be restored, I look to you, I align to you, I meditate with you, I consult my chaplains, I talk to people who are on the same vibration as me, and then I hop up and say, I may not feel like it, but I'm good. I may not feel like it, but I'm healed. I may not feel like it, but I'm keep going because there's something in your action. Inspired action means I'm inspired by spirit. See, action says I'm inspired by spirit. So when they tell you you can't walk, what you do is you say, well, they said I couldn't walk because my heart will get this. So I just take a small step. See, this is inspired action. I take a step, source takes 4. I take a step, source takes 6. And then before you know it, that one step turns to, you know, hey there, I'm walking now. They said I wouldn't walk. They said I wouldn't walk. What's that? Defying the odds. Why? Because I didn't trust what they said. I trusted what my source said. Because my source, I was born with it. Listen, y'all, I can stay here. But in the cocoon, this is where we understand we are transforming to who we are. We are isolated. We can be alone. And in order to transform to the greatness that has always been, that must take place sometimes in your life. Doesn't feel good, but it has to take place sometimes. We too have to go in that darkness. And sometimes it's not by a choice. But this is the nourishment that we need in the isolation that gets your soul to the metamorphosis to awaken to the version of yourself. It is in the unfoldment that light shows you how to heal yourself, how to embrace self-love all the way, to understand the joy that surpasses understanding, to trust the universe is working on your behalf in the background, to hear inspired action to change your financial situation as well as your life. Everything you need lies in the quiet stillness, that solitude, that darkness that you dread. In the center is the love from the source energy you need to spread your wings and fly. To spread your wings and fly. This is why I had you saying, I am the love at the center. Because again, at the center of the chrysalis, at the center of the cocoon, at the center of the darkness is the I am, which is you. At the center of that is the love that is you. And the love is the power that manifests every single thing that you desire in your life. If you feel what I'm saying, say yes. Now, in that adult stage, this is the last stage. In the adult stage, this is the new version of
the caterpillar that starts its life as a butterfly. It breaks through the chrysalis and it emerges. But even before it can fly, patience. Even before it can arise and awaken to what it found out, in the cocoon, in the chrysalis, it first has to wait one more time, one more last stage. Now, what's interesting, this last stage, I want to talk about this first. So, when the chrysalis is there, you know how we are. We want to help. Got your friends? Hey, Ellie, can I help you out? And you're thinking, all right, now I'm in a place. God has told me to be just with God right now. Has nothing to do with them. It's just not the time. Because God has given me instructions. And those instructions are direct. And sometimes, as loving and kind as our friends are, they can't help us. So when the chrysalis is happening, if we go as humans, we see the butterfly. It's trying to struggle to get out. You know how we are. We see a dog, a cat, we see people, oh, I want to help, right? But if we go to that butterfly and Ron, you say, I got a knife here, because it's something like I could hear you saying. I got a knife here. That butterfly is struggling. I want to help it. And then if Ron goes and cuts that, you'll kill the butterfly. You'll kill it. I want you to hear the deeper message in this. You got the light that was inside. So you already got your strength. You already got your protection. But sometimes through the struggle is the light. Sometimes you got to break through the darkness. Sometimes Anita, as much as a prayer warrior she is, she prayed for me to help me to get my house. When she prayed for me, my house came over. You remember that? As much as a great chaplain that she is, and I went to her and said, sometimes sources said, I didn't ask you to go to Pat. I didn't ask you to go to Anita. I didn't ask you to go to Ellie. I told you to come to me. Not anybody else. You're like, well, I'm not getting answers, but they're such good people. And sources saying, because I didn't tell you to go to them. I told you to come and consult and align with me. And I'm going to help you out of the cocoon. I'm going to help you out of the chrysalis. It may look like struggle, but it's the struggle that's going to get those wings there to fly like they need to, because some things you can only do by yourself. Some things it takes in the darkness of the struggle, that when you struggle yourself out of that chrysalis, that's the main thing that you need so that you can learn your lesson, expand your consciousness to another level, so that when you go back into another chrysalis, because I can tell you, you're not going to go into that cocoon one time. You're going to go to that cocoon several times, because in your life, there are different elevations that you go through every single time that you are going up to the next level of consciousness. You're going to be in that cocoon a few times. And it's okay. Accept it every time. But I tell you what, every time you step back into it, you have a different understanding. You say, oh, yeah, I can't wait till I come out of here, right? I'm in another place now. So when we go past that point, the butterfly then has to struggle itself out. Once it gets out, it's still not over. It has to sit there for a minute. It has to be patient. You know why? Its wings are wet. It can't do anything. The wings have to harden. But not only do they have to harden, there's a part in the abdomen of the butterfly that it actually pumps like a fluid into the wings to make them as large as they can go. Very interesting. Isn't it funny how I tell people, if you want to know who source energy is, go to nature. Nature will teach you, tell you everything about the source. So then butterfly is pumped up through the little fluid that has gotten in its wings. It has to dry. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour before it can take off. So that means you in your chrysalis, for your healing, for your money, for the next adventure in your life, patience. Do not give up on the source, because you're like, it's not happening now. Well, I don't understand. I've been in that cocoon. You told me that
that my husband was coming. You told me that my wife was going to be here. My case, you told me my love was going to be here. What's up, God? You know, you told me my finances were going to be here. And if you, again, rush the process, right? Sometimes you'll find yourself in some situations that you looking and saying, but I thought you said, and the source said, no, that's what you said. I never said that. You decided what you wanted to do ahead of time when I told you to wait for 45 minutes to an hour until your wings could support what you were doing. But you decided to do something else. So in other words, even when you come out of the cocoon, even when you, listen, when it comes to what's happening with my eye, I had Ellie show me some stuff with tapping. I've been doing it ever since. Okay, so even with what's happening, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not sitting up here saying, win. Come on, you told me it was going to be better. I'm not doing that. I don't do that. I tap. I do the holistic regimens that I know to do. I do all of my eye exercises. And every day when I drive, I say, every day I see clearer and clearer every day in clarity. My vision is regenerating itself. My eye is coming back into the knowing of who it is because it is all well-being and alignment. I got too much to do. I need my sight to see. And I will not allow what is happening in my physical body to dictate who I am, because who I am is a spiritual being which understands the power of healing. So I will not do that. So I don't focus on this happening right now. We got to learn to be patient, because sometimes when we're in this place of stillness and quietness and saying, gosh, I'm ready to fly though. I'm ready to fly. Source is putting everything together in the background for you. And sometimes those intricate parts, which were in the egg, the building blocks, remember, were in the egg, are being placed. The right people are being placed in position so that when you do step out for whatever you're looking for, the right practitioner will be there that aligns with your energy about your healing. The right loan officer will be there when it comes to what you need for your business. The right man or woman for your relationship will come when it's time. When it's time for you to walk in your full healing, as self-love, as self-understanding, then the right teacher will appear. See, the teacher appears when the student is ready. So once you get those wings and you're able to break through the chrysalis, then you can fly like the awakened being that you already are. I want you to understand that in that darkness, a lot of that light unfolding was everything that you needed to navigate yourself through this life. Sometimes, and I think I've said this several times before, we make life so hard. We got to stop doing that. We focus too much on everything that is outside of us. That doesn't mean you don't have an awareness. I think we all have awareness what's going on in the world. We know that. It doesn't mean that you have to take your time and energy and focus on that, because when you focus on that, you become that. So you have to learn to be the change that you want to be. And what is the change that you want to be? To tune yourself into your knowing that you were born with. So we have to learn to do that. Let's focus our attention on love. Let's focus our attention on our I amness. Let's focus our attention on saying, I have awakened to another space, and I have my wings that I have flown out of this place with. And as I fly up, I will keep my eyes focused on light. No matter what's happening, don't get caught up into what's happening. I'm telling y'all, if you get caught up into what's happening, it really will kill your energy. And we don't want that to happen, right? We are of higher conscious in this place. And so it is up to us to be the example to help others out there who are struggling with that. That when they get to griping too much and complaining too much, that you look at them and say, but isn't it a beautiful day? Isn't right now full of love? Are we good? Now, we do have human experiences. We are going to have our moments. Vent, but give yourself a time limit. Vent and then come out and say, okay, enough of that. Now, I'm going to redirect my energy, because if I stay there too long, I'm going to start manifesting right there. So we don't want to do that. So I want you to remember, the egg was giving us everything we were born with. We have it, right? The caterpillar was the knowledge that we have obtained to get us prepared. We're not going to be eaten in that cocoon for a minute. So it prepared us with everything we needed to go into that chrysalis. Once we went into that chrysalis, we got deeper understanding, deeper knowledge that reminded us that we are already awakened. And it reminded us of our wings to fly. It broke us down to let go of an old version of ourselves, to embrace this new version of ourselves. And then we fly out of it knowing who we are. So whatever you take from here today, I want you to remember, do not despise the darkness of the cocoon, because the cocoon is the unfolding of the light that takes you to a new version of yourself, to awaken you to the possibilities that you are, awaken you to the manifestations that you are. It awakens you to the greatness that is. It reminds you of your value, your worth, your love, and who you are. So whatever you remember here today, remember the light in the darkness of the cocoon. And as I always say, I love you through the heart of Source, and I see you through this lens. Thank you.
Follow that, Willia. I have goosebumps. Oh, thank you.
Hey, let's just breathe that in right quick, though,
Yeah,
because the
let's
energy
do
is
it.
here. So let's just breathe in that message for us, and just let's breathe in that message for us, and let's just let it settle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, breathe that in. Now release that. 1, 2, 3, breathe that in, and release that. Breathe it in. 1, 2, 3, breathe that in, and release that. And let that settle in our spirits today. And just keep it in our hearts, because I feel good. Because when I'm up here speaking to you, it is the Source speaking to me. The Source is speaking to me. Everything I'm speaking about here applies to me. So let's just take that in through our week. Let's remind ourselves of our worth and our value and who we are. During these times, y'all, that we're in, we have all been sent here so that we can help others to come into a greater understanding of the light. That's why we're here. And we all need to realize we're all ministers. We're all the light. I am no different from you. I just am clear on my purpose. But no one is greater. We're all the same power. We really are. So let's just take that in and breathe it. Let's take it in. Because it feels good to be in this space. I'm just moved. Can I sing right now?
Can you sing right now?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
can we change up a little bit? Because I feel this.
Please sing.
I want you to hear these words because they spoke to me. Let me try to sing on this too. Something good's gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Money's gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Yeah, yeah. Something good's gonna happen on today, and I am grateful that I made my way. Yesterday's come and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here, yeah. Favor's gonna find me here. Money's gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Something's good gonna happen, unity, and I am grateful for you and me. Yesterday is gone and a new day has appeared, and I'm so grateful that I'm here. Blessings gonna find me here. Favor's gonna find me here. Money's gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Something good's gonna happen yesterday, and I am grateful that I made my way. Y'all say it. Blessings gonna find me here. That's all it is. Favor. Favor's gonna find me here. Healing. Healing's gonna find me here. Blessings. Blessings gonna find me here. There we go. Let's do it again. Blessings. Blessings gonna find me here. Healing. Healing's gonna find me here. Favor. Favor's gonna find me here. Blessings. Blessings gonna find me here. Something good's gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful. I'm grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Hey, said favor's gonna find me here. Oh, said healing's gonna find me here. Oh, I said blessings gonna find me. Blessings gonna find me. Blessings gonna find me. Blessings gonna find me. Blessings gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find us all here. Woo! Yes.
You did not make that any easier. Blessings have found us here. Whew. Thank you so, so much for raising the vibration. Huh? Feel it? Woo! The hair on my arms is vibrating. Thank you. Phew. Okay. So now is the opportunity to give. And I and I ask that you feel what we've got here, how the energy has risen, and give out of that, because that is available all the time. every minute, every day. It's like gravity, always there. I've never gone out to the parking lot and seen my car floating up, like gravity was there. And so are the blessings, and so is the love. Thank you for the reminder. Whew. So whether you're texting, clicking, or donating the donating button, I still can't speak. Giving now in person, let's pray together. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the blessings we have, the blessings we are, and all that we give to this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're going to sing the Thank You, God, for Everything. Nick's going to lead that.
Thank you, God, for everything. 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 Thank you, God, for everything.
All righty. Announcements. Excuse me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. Thank you. Announcements. Going once, going twice. If you're a first-time visitor or haven't been here in a long time and have received a welcome packet, please fill out the visitor connection card and give it to an usher so that we may stay connected. Good. So the Unity Networking fundraiser has started. So today we are going to sell tickets for the raffle, for these boxes right here. So you'll want to come along and read and see what we have to offer. Let your church family know about your business or hobby. We have a lot of really cool things that looks like we're. So starting today with Kathy Henderson, right after the service, we're going to sell tickets. Each ticket is $5 or good, or 5 for $20. So get your tickets. And when you do, this is very, 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 very important. You must put your name and phone number on the back of your ticket. Every ticket you buy must have your name on it. Because if we pull a blank ticket, oh well. Okay, so be sure to put your name on the back of it. All right. If you'd like to do it electronically, see Jody. Jody's eyes go, what? And she'll help you with that. Otherwise, Kathy will take the money and give you the tickets. Okay. So what are you going to do when you get the tickets? Put your name on the back. Very good, very good. Excuse me? The date is going to be December 16th, 14th. I guess I could read this. December 14th, we will draw the tickets. And we'll be selling them every week till then, right? Okay. I'm learning as we go, too. But today, it's Listen, Listen, Listen with LUT Frederick Kester. Today at 12 p.m. and it's $10. How we listen and respond to others is often problematic because we react to what is said rather than respond from the heart and needs of others. This class exercises and role-playing on how we let our habits of reacting take over in conversation rather than listening to the needs of the other person. As we become aware, we can let go and truly hear what the other is saying. Exercises and role-playing will be done to help people experience their level of communication skill. And that would be in the training room. 12 o'clock. Soup, supper, lunch. Ta-da! Is our annual pre-Thanksgiving potluck lunch on November 23rd. Please see Charlotte to sign up with soup, bread, dessert, or drinks. Would you like to say something?
First of all, thank you all so much. I've got lots of signatures already on here. So what I did, though, was there is the sign-up sheet for the Thanksgiving meal at IRC, which is Interactive Resource Center, which is a place where homeless come for various things. And we've been doing this will be our third or fourth year now. And it is such a blessing and to be able to go there and serve and just feel the gratitude from the people and the kindness. It's just a wonderful experience. So if you've not signed up, some of you have put yes and yes because the form says bring dish and service. Are you able to be there and serve? So I only have a couple yeses. We need a couple more of people who are also going to not just bring something but can stay and serve. The date is Tuesday, November the 26th. We need to, what? No, well, it says November the 26th on this sheet of paper. There's two separate things going on. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. She's talking about the one here. There, I mean, that's what that's talking about. So, '25th and 23rd. Okay, so there is a typo on this form. So it's Tuesday, you're saying November the 25th? Because this form I have in front of me says the 26th. So that was my typo. Okay, I changed it. All right, so anyway, we had two separate lists. I combined them all to one, so you may want to go back and check and make sure you know what you signed up for and when. So anyway, so I have the two lists here now, and I've made one list for the IRC and the other list for us, which is ours is on the 23rd, right after service. And that is 2 Sundays from now? It's next Sunday. Is it really? Okay, so I have been gone a lot. And if y'all see this shirt I've got on, I don't know what it says exactly in the back, but last week I was at the YOU rally last weekend. So I'm just still catching up. So I apologize for that. But like I said, if you haven't signed up and still want to, please check the two lists. I'm going to put them somewhere, maybe right over there on that table, and just check and decide if you signed up, and maybe even check, because I transferred stuff over and I may or may not have done it totally correctly, since I'm getting everything else confused. There's a chance I'll have this confused too. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Charlotte. So there's soup supper here Tuesday before Thanksgiving. No, Sunday before Thanksgiving. I even know better. Next Sunday, be here for the soup supper. And bring something. Yes, bring something. So with soup, bread, dessert, or drinks. And then lunch at the IRC is on Tuesday the 25th, and we need volunteers. Set up at 11 and serve lunch at 12. Cool. All right. Time for ME Mastering Empowerment with Tamika L. Carter, and that's Sunday, December 7th at 11:30 here. So join Dr. Tamika Carter in an enriching journey through 9 pivotal realms of personal growth and self-discovery. Someone will be available after service today to assist anyone who wants to sign up, and I think that someone is Jody. So let our chaplains pray with you after the service. Raise your hands, chaplains. Super. All right, and one more time, we're going to have music from Tanya. She did it. You did do it. You certainly did it. I don't know if I could take any more, honestly. Rattle my soul, girl. All right, so let's circle up for the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace that was meant to be with God as creator. Where we all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Please begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With everything perfect, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
Let's say this together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, love is, peace is, light is, God is, and all is well.